Political suicide. Liz Cheney comes to mind. She served on the January 6th committee trying to find evidence against Donald Trump. And she served with a lot of Democrats when the Democrats were in control of the House of Representatives. She was a representative from the state of Wyoming, and by serving on that committee and criticizing Donald Trump and working with the Democrats, she committed political suicide. She was one of two Republicans that served on that committee. Both of them committed political suicide by doing that. When you're on a ship and the ship is run by the captain and you're serving under the captain, say as first mate or one of many officers on the ship, you do not jump ship when there's a little bit of trouble. I mean, it just does not happen. If you do that, you'll never serve on another ship. And that's just the way it goes. Now, Liz Cheney was was the daughter of Dick Cheney, the vice president under George W. Bush. And she, after she served on that committee, January 6th committee, as a matter of fact, she was still on that committee when she was up for re-election in Wyoming. And she lost that election in Wyoming by a landslide. I'm not sure that anyone has ever lost an election so much. I mean, she really, really lost that election. And the reason why she lost it was because of her serving on that January 6th committee, which was launched by the Democrats. She, a Republican, she was one of two Republicans that served on that committee. And by doing so, she committed political suicide. She will never, ever be elected to any office again unless it happens to be perhaps some very small local club or local office. I mean, her days as a national politician in any state or for the United States, her days are over. She's currently teaching supposedly at University of Virginia in the political department, politics. And I'm not sure whether she's still there, but she committed political suicide when she did that. And any Republican that jumps ship or any Democrat that jumps ships and goes over to the other side and starts working with him against the party that they've been elected into commits political suicide, plain and simple. And she should have known better. And her father, Dick Cheney, and her mother should have taught her better and warned her not to do that. I mean, once she got on that January 6th committee, she could have resigned. She didn't have to stay on the committee, but she stayed on there for a year, maybe a year and a half, working with the opposition party, working with the Republicans. So she could have saved herself by resigning from that party, from that January 6th commission. She could have possibly saved herself, possibly could still be a representative from Wyoming. She could possibly even have become a senator from the state of Wyoming. She could possibly even have become president of the United States because her father was vice president, so she had the political connections and so forth. But she committed political suicide by doing what she did. So let this be a lesson to to politicians in the future. Just don't do what she did. If you don't agree with somebody in the political party that you're in, fine. You don't have to agree with them, but you need to keep your mouth shut and grin and bear it, as they say. Grin and bear it. Just be quiet about it and go on with your life and do other things. Don't join the opposition and jump on the opposition's bandwagon. If you do, you'll commit political suicide, just like Liz Cheney did. Thanks. You folks have a nice day. And if you like my videos, please subscribe. That would help me a great deal. Thank you, and I appreciate it. And you folks have a nice day.